Let's draw Santa's naughty book. You'll be needing a pen, a pencil and an eraser. Well, I hope you've been good this year. But to draw Santa's naughty book, what we need to do is to start off with a parallelogram. So that's parallel to that, that's parallel to that. And then we're going to draw verticals coming down. These are going to be equal length verticals, so that we're going to be creating a kind of a flat box like that. And that's the basic book shape. And then we want to curve that there and curve that there for the spine. And we're going to want a little curve in there. Now there is just to one side of here, we have a kind of a fold where the board of the book starts. That's going to come out to here and around. And then the actual book part, you want to come in slightly and then down to about there. And then we want to come in a little bit like that, and then the board, the bottom board, is going to go back around the corner like that. Join me on Patreon for images, help sheets and a whole lot more. So let's ink in the book. I'm going to start about here and I'm going to come up and around. So that's curved to the spine of the book. I'm going to come all the way down here. Then we're just going to go up a little bit there and then across the bottom part of the book cover. Now we can come along here like that. You can maybe just kind of curve it around. Doesn't have to look really sharp pointy corners because we've got that thickness of the cardboard that makes up the ledger book covers. That's going to kind of dip down a little bit like that, and then we'll just bring it in like that. It doesn't quite touch there at the bottom. And then we're going to do this, it's called the book band, and we can put a little stripy bit across the top there and make that a bit darker inside. Now the actual book part is going to be slightly curved there and straight across there, and then we're going to want to kind of flick these bits, so these are kind of the pages of the book, and we can flick those there like that. And then we're going to want to have this line down here, which is like where the book folds over. Now this leather spine is going to be just taken over slightly onto the cover of the book, and we're going to want to have little corners on here as well, little leather protection corners. To get the lettering right, just put lots of lines across which are going to be parallel to that and that. So if you're writing vertically, you've got lines across the page and then you have everything lined up vertically. But here, because we're doing this in perspective, we need to make our vertical lines in perspective too. So I'm going to put a couple of holly leaves and berries up at the top to give it a festive feel. And then we're going to want to fit in here S-A-N-T-A apostrophe S, fit it. Now if you do this in pencil you can work it out so that it all fits in nicely. Book of, I think we want to have very N. Now that's starting a different place, so you might want to add in a new bit there. And when you do these lines, don't press hard because they're going to be hard to erase later. Naughty, and then we're just going to fit children in there, aren't we? I think children. So remember to keep the verticals on an angle, and we'll try and do this slightly posh writing with these serifs. So there'll be a line across the top and across the bottom, a little line there, down and up. The T has those little bits there. So the serifs are these little bits at the top and the bottom. Don't forget your apostrophe for Santa's. That denotes that the book belongs to Santa. And so you want to have book, and those will just sweep just slightly to one side. B-O-O. Okay. We can have a little of in there. And we want a very like that. And these little serifs all the way along. And, you know, take your time, don't rush it. Lettering always looks so easy, but it isn't really. It takes a little bit of time and thought and practice. And particularly it takes a bit of planning to get everything in the right place so that you don't have to squeeze the letters in at the end. And we want naughty. Keep those verticals at that angle. If you want to really make this fit, then the better that you pencil it in beforehand, the better it's going to be. But as I say, don't press too hard. I think we're just going to put a little dot there and line and 1, 2, 3 dots. So let's put 1, 2, 3 holly berries, and then we'll do these little holly berries. It just gives it that kind of festive feel that sort of proves that it's Santa's and not just any old accountant's book. And then I'll draw another line down there like that, just to, this will be kind of like a bit of a gold band. Then we're going to want to put something on here as well, but this is going to be quite difficult. So we need to kind of continue those curves around like that, and we need to fit them in there. It's just not easy. So I'm just going to put Santa. This gets really sort of twisted around. There we go. We can just do a kind of a line coming down there. Call it an icicle. When you are absolutely sure that the ink is dry, then you can erase all those pencil lines. And I'm going to add a little bit of shadow. Then all you need to do is colour the front of the book, colour in the Christmassy bits, and maybe add a bit of shadow. And there you go. How to draw Santa's Book of Very Naughty Children. Thanks for watching, and make sure you are subscribed to Draw Stuff Real Easy and keep coming back for lots more drawings every week. And in the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.